Hello and welcome to Turtle Island Tetragrammaton. I'm Nicole Jera, a gender fluid, LGBTQIA plus ally, and Christian patriot. Every day here I read from Mildred Stamm's 1967 book, Meditation Moments for Women. They open with a Bible passage and continue on with the contemplation. It's a longer one today for June 11th. It opens up from Hebrews chapter 3, verse 7. Today, if ye will hear his voice, harden not your hearts. How exciting it is to answer the telephone and hear the voice of a loved one. It is even more wonderful to answer our, quote, royal telephone, end quote, and hear God's voice speaking to us. Quote, if you will hear his voice, end quote, we read in this verse, Christ is our connection from God's, quote, telephone line, end quote. From Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1. Quote, God hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, end quote. We have 24-hour-a-day service on this line. It is open night and day. When riding in a cab, you have probably observed that the driver has an open line to his office. Thus, he can hear any message intended for him. If he turns off the connection, however, he can't hear. We too can hear God's voice as long as we keep our line to heaven open. But if we turn off our connection, we are unable to hear his message for us. Quote, harden not your hearts, end quote, this verse tells us. What are some things that harden our hearts and close the connection to him? Perhaps our busy schedules or the pressure of business or the problems of our home or family keep us from hearing his voice. Disobedience to God, indifference, delay, or even unbelief may close the connection. Quote, today, if ye will hear his voice, end quote, says our scripture verse, God will speak the word we need today. It may be a word of comfort, instruction, correction, or strength. Hear his voice today. A man worked quietly at the foot of a telephone pole located on a noisy street corner. He seemed to know exactly what tools were needed by his fellow worker atop the pole. And the two worked in complete harmony. This was possible because the workman on the ground was wearing headphones. As the sounds around him were shut out, he could hear the voice above and follow the instructions given to him by the workmen at the top of the pole. As we shut out the sounds of the world, we can hear God's voice giving us our directions so that we can work in complete harmony with him. I'm deeply inspired by this message. And I hope to see you again another day to contemplate with Mildred. I'm so grateful for these messages. as they inspire me daily. Hope to see you again soon. Bye.